you take one book every month for 45 years, since 1971, that's over 500 books.
Okay, Brooke, how long is this expected to last?
Yeah, I don't know if you just heard that, but we've got thunder going on out here. We've got hail, and the wind is crazy.
The resort currently has 2 operating ski lifts and another they plan to open for next ski season. As for this year, there's a total of 20 runs for skiers and snowboarders to get down the mountain.
BYU nursing professor Julie Valentine found that 62% of rape kits in Utah are never submitted.
Skateboarding is just the beginning of what this rabbi can do. The mad doctor says he's tried to create something for everyone in his laboratory, whether that's all this at eye level for adults or down here for kids. The next step is the implementation of this ruling with the 14 states that had previously banned same-sex marriage. In Washington, I'm Brooke Porter.
Severe overnight windstorms still have emergency crews working to clear up the aftermath. Let's go now to Salt Lake City, where 11 News reporter Brooke Porter is live. Wow, it looks pretty bad out there, Brooke. Where is this causing problems?
Yeah, Fran, obviously the weather is still crazy out here. We've got whipping winds coming out of Parley's Canyon. We've got hail flying through the air. And earlier this morning at this construction site behind me, scaffolding was flown through the air, scattering across northbound Foothill Drive, causing major delays. Crews worked for hours to get that cleaned up, and they've just now cleared the road, but they're continuing to work on the scaffolding that remains on the building to make sure that that doesn't get scattered on the road as this storm continues. This isn't the only place where damage has been seen. Across the valley at 1600 West and Indiana Avenue, a massive tree toppled, just missing cars and hitting power lines. Power outages are seen across the Wasatch Front, especially in Tooele, where an unusual suspect was the culprit. A trampoline took flight, landing in the power lines and causing outages for nearly 1,700 people. Those outages have been corrected and power has been restored. Obviously, the weather is crazy out here. Live in Salt Lake, Brooke Porter, 11 News.
Okay, Brooke, how long is this expected to last?
Yeah, I don't know if you just heard that, but we've got thunder going on out here. We've got hail, and the wind is crazy. The National Weather Service has put out an obvious wind advisory until 5 p.m. today. Take it from me out here, I recommend staying indoors.
Utah snow attracts skiers and snowboarders from around the world, and this season there's another mountain for them to enjoy. 11 News reporter Brooke Porter takes us to Cache Valley to check out the state's newest ski resort.
Drive just 5 minutes up the canyon from Richmond near Logan and you'll reach Cherry Peak Ski Resort.
Yeah, I come up here a lot.
Which is good news for 10-year-old HARMONEE Lewis from Richmond, who loves to ski.
It's fun with the steep hills and jumps.
You can find her here every weekend hitting the slopes. Cherry Peak's opening season makes it the 14th ski resort in Utah and a dream come true for its CEO, John Chadwick.
I mean, you have your pipe dreams. I had it all drawn up in the 3rd grade on, at Adams School on paper, but I didn't think it would actually happen.
The resort currently has 2 operating ski lifts and another they plan to open for next ski season. As for this year, there's a total of 20 runs for skiers and snowboarders to get down the mountain.
Everything's just kind of come off as planned. We'll see where the music takes us.
They also have a new lodge to grab some grub and stay warm in, as well as a 600-foot magic carpet for tubing and kids going down the bunny hill. However, HARMONEE says she'll be sticking to the big mountain for one more run. At Cherry Peak, Brooke Porter, 11 News.
Thank you.
11 News reporter Brooke Porter visited the Norman Rockwell exhibit. Brooke, why is it so popular?
Well, Rockwell has been a household name for a long time, but it's the way he uniquely captured everyday life that makes him so popular. His paintings show the country's history for nearly 50 years, stirring memories and emotions for many that see them.
Mary Christine Redding loves Norman Rockwell's art.
She's coming over from an antique thing with all the things she's auctioned on. Oh, I know just how she feels, because I feel that way when I come out of DI.
As a longtime collector, Redding just couldn't miss seeing the exhibit with her cousin.
I crave Norman Rockwell.
She argues that no one can top him.
You could sit and look at him and just go through a roller coaster of emotion, of life. It is, that's what his paintings are, roller coaster of life.
Enter the museum and you enter a commentary on the American way. His work spans 2 world wars and the civil rights movement. You'll see paintings for war bonds, Christmas reunions, and thought-provoking moments of integration. Getting the work of someone as renowned as Rockwell to Provo was no small task.
Having the exhibit here at the MOA is a result of years of work on planning and working with the Norman Rockwell Museum.
6 years to be exact. She says the opportunity to see the work of the beloved master storyteller may be once in a lifetime.
We've had several thousand people come through the museum.
As for Redding, she already has tickets to see the show again before it closes.
It was one of the first ones we saw. I think it's on the first one up here, the organ.
I had a number of people tell me they wish the exhibit was here longer, but it wraps up on February 13th.
And Brooke, if people want to make sure they get tickets to see this before it closes, how can they do that?
Well, the exhibit is actually free, but you do need a ticket to get in. I'll include a link to that on our website with my story, 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks, Brooke.